Welcome to Mercury in retrograde, where Matt was unable to join us on my live, so Catherine had Matt join on their live. And for those on YouTube, you're going to get the audio of Matt, and we just have to believe that Matt actually exists somewhere.
This is live.
I exist, I promise.
This is live.
It's alive within a lie.
Yeah, this is alive and alive.
Alive within a lie.
Oh my goodness, so we made it. That's good. Everybody, thanks for joining my annual Winter Solstice Live. I've been doing this for ever since I was able to go live on TikTok, I think every year. And this year I asked some folks who are both from my readers team to come and hang out. So for my folks who are watching who may not know the rest of you, I wanted to do a brief introduction. I guess I should go first. Hi, if you're watching this, you probably found me through Rebekah the Ghost Guide. I feel particularly magical tonight because I am wearing a crown. So yeah. And I got a crown as a gift. Oh, yay. Fantastic.
Yay. I get ghosts, you get crowns, everything. It's great.
Yeah, that's perfect. We are aligned. Well, since the crown, this so happens to be made by Lauren, I'm gonna pass the mic to you. Lauren has been working with me on the Ghost Fam jewelry line for years now. You made this beautiful crown, and now you are an oracle reader and Reiki practitioner on my readers team. I know you've had years of experience doing that beforehand, but now you're on my readers team as well, which has been super exciting. Thank you for the gift. So Lauren, say hi.
Hi guys, I'm Lauren. Some of you guys might know me as Lala from Lala Lotus Co. That's my small business. Funny you should bring up actually the Ghost Fam line. I've got my Rupert protection bracelet on.
Yay!
So yeah, I've been a trained Reiki practitioner for a few years now, almost 10, which is crazy to me. And then I've also been doing the angel card readings for about as long, and it's been so fun to be a part of.
Yay! Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll pass to you, and then we'll pass to Matt in that box. Matt in a box. Matt in the microwave, as some of the commenters. Matt doing their best.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Catherine. I am your favorite psychic medium, paranormal investigator, and I am also on the readers team for Rebekah the Ghost Guide, which is my jingle that I use for you most of the time. I have been doing mediumship since I was a kid, and I went through a lot of phases with that, and I came in and I met Rebekah and she was like, do the thing, and I said, I guess, and now eventually I wound up joining the readers team, and I am having a wonderful time being able to meet all kinds of different people and helping them make the connections that they're looking for.
Excellent. Wow, both of you already are so good at your introductions, and I was just like, I'm Rebekah the Ghost
I've been
Guide.
practicing for a very long time.
That's very well done. All right, Matt, you're up. Can you do that too? I don't know.
Hi, y'all. I'm Matt. I've been a spiritual practitioner of some sort or another for almost a decade at this point. Talking everything land spirits, ancestor spirit guides, lots of gods. That's fun. And I've been reading tarot for essentially the entire time, so I am really honored to be the tarot reader on Rebekah's team. And yeah, lovely to see you all.
Yay!
Aaron said jingles for the whole team.
Jingles.
Yes, so jingles for the whole team. La La Lotus. And then we've got Spirits in Training, Rebekah the Ghost Guide, and me.
And we are a sitcom. Together we make
4 adults and a bunch of spirits. And maybe some tarot cards just thrown.
Also, P.S. if any of you see me doing this with my head, it's just because, Matt, when you do that with your head, it makes me want to do that with my head, so...
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's not, you don't have to apologize. I just got excited too. I was like, oh, we're doing dancing, apparently, so...
I always, it's infectious.
Cool. Well, thanks everybody for joining this live. Readers the musical. Well, everybody, we now have a musical. Oh my goodness.
I am a problem.
Same thing with Matt. Oh, Caitlin does it too, apparently. When Caitlin's talking about when it's like we're dancing, we're doing something with our heads. Like, you know what, everybody at home.
Synchronized.
Oh, yeah. If we could get it synchronized with the delay,
I'm enjoying the super jovial atmosphere right now.
As it
I'm
should
enjoying
be.
it.
It is the darkest, they're the longest night of the year, and this is what people have done for thousands of years. They get together on the darkest night, they light their fires, and they have community. Community.
Thank you, Yellow Rose. And also, Yellow Rose, thank you for subscribing to the Boo Crew. I'll see you in the Discord.
I still need to now I'm like, now when you say Boo Crew, I think of like Fear Fuzz.
No, they said they're the Roo Crew.
The Roo Crew?
That's what somebody said in your chat. They said, oh no, we're the Roo Crew.
The Roo Crew.
There you go, you're the Roo Crew now.
Okay, I'll deal with that as
I'll help you guys with this. Don't you worry about it. I got you.
So anyway, Lauren, I love how you sit there with such grace. You're just like, what is going on?
No, I'm like reading my comments, trying to keep it together because there's a lot of people cracking up.
Fuzzy fear, that's what Tim says. The Roo Crew or the fuzz fear. Fuzzy stop. Okay, so, you know, something about this night, in addition to Mercury in retrograde, is just particularly magical.
Like a full moon coming up too. I think it's on Christmas this year. So
excellent. That'll be so great for so many families, I feel.
energies are weird.
Yep. Maybe everybody will just tell each other the truth.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful chaos, but it's chaos, so.
It's a beautiful chaos.
I'm out.
Goodbye.
No, I just need to stretch my leg.
Okay, I was like, are you triggered by chaos?
No, I'm not triggered by chaos.
Triggered by beautiful chaos.
That's me. Yeah, that's me being optimistic about it with my Aries Sun and Moon. I'm like, it's still pretty.
Tries to fight the rant.
Hey, you know what's beautiful chaos right now? The volcanic eruption in Iceland.
Yeah, beautiful chaos.
Beautiful chaos.
And until it, like, well, for right now, it's just all elsewhere. It's not directly having lava in towns, though I do know one city was evacuated. But anyway, right now it's just drone footage and it looks really cool. Yeah, okay. I would encourage everybody, so each year, what I do is I utilize the questions. This is the Spirit Space Journal. I made a journal primarily for myself, and then because I had to make it for myself using Amazon sorts of things, I was like, cool, well, maybe some other people might like it too. And so far, that has been the truth. The way that I journal is I just ask simple questions because I used to think that I used to be really overwhelmed with like too many details or like, also I get in my head about like having a narrative and being like, well, what will people think down the road? No, and I don't do that anymore. So the questions I wanted to ask the fellow folks on this live this evening, but also for the comment section. So if you want to be a part of the conversation, we may not be able to read all of your comments, but I just got a flurry of snowflakes. We may not be able to read all of your comments, but I think it'd also be beautiful if you're feeling comfortable to share what you feel comfortable sharing in the comment section, because I think these are questions that we all should be thinking about, especially this night of the year, which is oftentimes reserved for reflection and just starting the next year. So the questions I'm going to be asking are what I achieved, what I learned, what I released, and what I am grateful for. And at the very end, it says affirmation for tomorrow. Now for the affirmation part, since we are all intuitive readers and spiritual practitioners, I wanted all of us to make collective polls for the 2024 year, which I know will have to be very broad, and also the first quarter, so leading up until the spring equinox. I know all of you have cards, and I have rocks in my tent over there, so you're gonna have to see me like crawl out and be like, I forgot it. But yeah, that's what I wanted to focus on. Am I rambling?
No.
Okay, great. I got the feeling. I was like, oh no.
I'm just maintaining connections.
No, I love this. Okay. So yeah, if everybody, you know what I would love to do? Just because lives can feel very loud and it can feel like a lot of thoughts and that kind of thing. I would like to start this out for roughly 30 seconds of quiet reflection, and then I want to ask these questions. Think of the questions that I just said. The first one I'm going to say or ask is what I achieved. We'll go round robin between us, but also for the comment section. So just take 30 seconds of reflection and think about this past year. Answer the question for yourself. What did I achieve? I'll try to keep that short because I also am a practicing Quaker and I can sit in silence for a very long time. So I won't do that to everybody.
Because I'm over here having an absolute panic
I
attack.
know. I can feel that. I was like, who else in the chat was like, it's quiet.
In my life, my people know I can fill dead space like it's my job. Quiet, it's because I forgot what to say for like 30 seconds at maximum. But thank you. I tried.
I think it was more like 20 seconds, but that's what matters. Ooh, people in the chat are already saying, imposter in your position. Yeah, you don't feel like that anymore. Yes, awesome, Erin.
Thank you, Jenna.
Yeah, for anybody who wants to answer those questions in the chat, I really encourage you, so long as you feel comfortable doing so. So what did you achieve? Let's see. I'll pass it off. Which of the four subjects, I guess I'm the fourth one here, would like to talk about what they achieved this year? Brag.
Don't everybody jump in the house.
I actually need to go to when I did this for myself.
Yay, Devin! Wife and I had a baby.
Hey, congratulations!
Congrats! Your baby is adorable, by the way.
You know, here's what I'm gonna say for all of us, but anybody watching this or wanting to comment as well. This is a brag-friendly space, and I've been looking back into what bragging means to me, because oftentimes as a society we think about like, oh, it's bad to brag, we shouldn't talk about ourselves, we shouldn't talk about our accomplishments. Really though, what I want are people to feel comfortable doing that, because we should talk about our accomplishments. We should be lifting each other up. It's just important that if one of us says something and maybe another is just like, oh man, that's what I want, to ask questions, to congratulate and be like, okay, well, how did you get that? How can I grow? How can so yeah, I just want to have an encouraging space where I want to celebrate with one another. Like, for example, I didn't have a baby this year, but that's really awesome for the two of you and your families, because obviously that's an involved thing.
Oh, guys, I'm loving what you're sharing in the chat.
See, this is beautiful. Do you feel inspired?
Am I starting?
I mean, you don't have to.
Fine, I guess I'll start.
And I'm
what I
the chat
achieved.
too.
What have I achieved that I'm really proud of? I went through a lot of self-reflection, and I learned a lot about myself that I didn't previously know. And I feel like I worked beyond hard to get a much better sense of myself as a person and who I am and what I enjoy. And it's been really amazing to finally kind of get an idea of who I am.
It's beautiful.
Don't.
I warned you. I was like, I might.
I'll leave Matt with you. I'll just be like, I'm just gonna like demon crab walk off screen. It'll be great.
That's wonderful. And also, yes, I love so many people. Yeah, Paige says she's proud of you. I know a lot of you are saying such kind things to one another. Excellent. Congratulations, everyone. Yes, this is good. This is what I want for a chat. Yes, talk each other up. I love this.
They just made it rain on my chat right now, and I feel like I should probably do a dance about it. So there you go.
I didn't know what that was. It was exciting.
It was like a money gun thing. Love that. Love that for me.
Run off of that a little bit if you like. It works with not the money gun, but
I'm dying.
No. So I was gonna say, I actually like. I feel like I've achieved a lot more personal relationships and a lot more like meaningful. Like I did a lot of intentional work on building these friendships and things that I have now, with you guys, and with other people as well. Like throughout the entire year, because I know the last few years have felt very isolating for a lot of us for the various reasons. And so I made a real attempt this year to find more people who I could really resonate with and spend time with and feel joy with. And so I definitely achieved that.
Yay!
Yay!
I love that.
That is adorable. That is adorable.
I love that. And I'm happy to be one of those people. That makes me very happy. Okay, Lauren.
Right. It's been a year. In a very good way, but I achieved an entire rebranding of my business thanks to the help of Divinely Guided Studios. So, new website and everything. But also, due to meeting a lot of new folks, I've been able to create new jewelry pieces like crowns, hair wraps, and mala necklaces, which is something I've always wanted to do but never made time for. So, it's in divine alignment.
Excellent. Yay. It's been so exciting like seeing you grow over the years. Like yeah, that's just been very exciting for me. And when you're talking about like growing your website and having new pieces and all that stuff, it's just been super exciting to watch. So yay.
Thank you, everyone in my chat, for going off and sharing your accomplishments. I am so happy to see them all.
Yes, and
making their first
likewise.
connections to the spirit world, going into time. You guys are doing the things. I'm very proud of you.
For sure.
Thanks, Sloth.
I'm reading what it is. Oh, what did you say, Lauren? Sorry.
Oh, I got somebody on my side that just finished a master's program, and then another person started their tattooing career this year. So that's really cool, guys.
Yes. I love so many comments in my chat right now. People working on their grief, understanding it.
Kira, I
careers.
feel that. I feel that. Kira,
Somebody on my side so that they achieved standing up for themselves this year. I think that's a good one.
For sure. I believe I read one person's comment earlier talking about wanting to manage time, workplace balance or work-life balance, which is super, super important as well. I continue to learn that lesson. I love that. Okay, I'm trying to find which of the things that I want to talk about because I wrote about this earlier today. Okay. So one, I would say this year I started to make personal goals. I've always been a very career-oriented person, always, always. In fact, it's been a part of my journey to come to terms with my being a recovering workaholic, and I've been doing much better about that, certainly over the years, and certainly this year. Though I remember this year I was thinking about my goals, and it was a conversation that I had with my parents, and there's this sort of like, oh, what do you want to do? And it's always been a career related question because I always brought that to the table because career related growth has always been the most important thing for me until this year, where I had a realization that I wanted growth in relationships, and I wanted growth in friendship, and I wanted a growth in love, and I wanted growth in people who I value and people who I feel I can be truly me with, and all of what that includes. And it's taught me a lot this year on who I can go to and who sees me. And it's not all been easy, certainly, having to still put in boundaries and stand up for myself. But I feel I'm taking a turn for the better, and certainly for years to come, on putting like relationship, love stuffs, and friends and that sort of thing first. So that's been cool. Yay!
Centered though, and it's really beautiful.
Thanks, Lauren.
I just see that a lot with everything that you've brought in from just knowing you over these past few years is like that resonates deeply. I've met some of my now closest friends as a result of like meeting you, and it's like a beautiful chain reaction.
That's what I want. Like that brings me such joy when people say that like I've help them meet their people and or just help them know that there are people like them out there or spiritually open people or people who are naturally curious and that sort of thing. So thank you for sharing that with me. That makes me very happy.
You afforded me great support and opportunity in ways that I don't think I would have ever taken at any other time in my life. And I got my bestie, and then my new bestie, earning bestie. We're getting there.
Thanks. Okay. I mean, this could turn into a love fest between all of us, but
We're just gonna play music and party. Like, love that.
I'll save that for the grateful
No,
pool.
head dancing is appropriate.
Oh yeah, we're doing head dancing now. Okay. So, thanks everybody for going on this journey with us. I want to get to the next part of what I learned. So I won't, make everybody sit in silence for 20 seconds, especially as I know that pained some people greatly. It's okay. No, I understand. It was loud for me too, because I was just like, I'm so not used to people.
My brain's filling in the space, just like.
So if everybody wants to think about what you learned, and please share those in the comments too if you're feeling comfortable doing that, because it's just been an absolute joy to also see these comments. So I'm going to read my notes. If somebody wants to pop in first, you're welcome to, but otherwise I'll just pop in when I find what I'm talking about.
Oh no, it's going to get quiet.
It happens anyway. Suffer.
I could actually go first with this one. This is one that I've thought about a lot recently. But probably one of the biggest things that I learned is that doing the shadow work, like really deep diving into it, especially around child wounds, can help establish a stronger connection with higher self and guides. So this year I've been learning a lot about my subconscious, like how and why I react to certain triggers the way that I do. And the most important thing for me to like really embrace was knowing that healers need healers too, and that there's absolutely no shame in that, because healing is not linear and it looks different for everyone, and it's a whole energy in itself.
That's beautiful. Thank you for that. That's super important.
I can go if we.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot about. This almost feels silly to say, but a lot about like independence and what that like really takes. I know I specifically career-wise was in a really bad place for the last few years. And so I just kind of decided to say no more to that. And I was like, I'm going to do the freelancer thing. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to like start building something and see how that works. That comes from like sort of my quote unquote day job, but also my other day job, because you are also my day job. You all are also my day job. And so, yeah, just like independence, but also like building myself up in that way and how to do that and what that takes, but also like how much it's worth.
Yay. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. That resonates with me. Also, Lauren, you're getting a lot of cool thumbs up I see both of these chats talking about healers need healers too.
Oh, perfect. Great, because that was when I was like, you need to take your own advice. Go see another Reiki healer too.
For sure. And that's why, with the says something about the readers team as well. Like you all and Krista and Sorsha and that's it. That's my readers team. Okay, I was like 6. When I'm looking for spiritual advice, when I'm looking for people to go to, you all are a part of the core that I go to for that. I think of Lauren, you answered a question for me that you knew nothing about, and it was just like through like DMs, and I was just like, well, you're amazing. Like Matt, same for you. That's started to like join the team because I was just like, well, thank you for your services. Hey, by the way, would you like to join?
Good times.
Yeah, always good times. So it's the same thing. I mean, I go to Emily as well, Liker of Words. I go to Crystalline, Magic Sprinkin, and I go to Rebecca as well, who's Raw Bones. So yeah, I never want to paint this image of like, you have all the answers. Well, I like to be checked, and I like to be checked from non-biased sources. And I think that's important. Okay, I thought about reading something off my page. And then okay. A big thing, unless you want to go.
Go.
Okay, I guess I was like, you. Okay, so one thing I wrote down, how people talk about their mistakes is very telling. I've had to learn a lot about red flags this year. And I've had to learn a lot about trusting my intuition, but also having a lot of self-respect. I so often have put myself second, third, fourth, fifth, because I have this idea of what's best for a group and not looking at what's also best for me, or also looking at the fact that I'm a part of a group, or I'm a part of life. And I picked this up when I was an entrepreneur in DC and in Raleigh. One of my mentors, when he called me up, he'd always ask me, how did you fail this week? And at first it was like really triggering because I would just be like, I don't want to fail. I didn't fail this week. But no, the purpose of the question was so that I could talk about what I learned, and I could talk about what was applicable in order to make change. And one of the things that I've done my best to stand by this year is to apologize when applicable, because I am not perfect. And if I'm going to apologize, the words need to come with action. The action needs to happen. Otherwise, I don't see how the words mean enough. Action means change. Changing for myself, changing for others in the sense of to be better, to uphold my purpose and how I want to be for myself. So yeah, I'd say that. I love asking people what they've learned. And it matters how someone talks about themselves. Is it always, well, this happened to me and they did this and that did that? Or is it, yeah, that happened to me, though I also saw where I was wrong, where I could have pulled out, where I made a choice. And that's something I always want to uphold for myself, to say, hey, I made choices. This is where I failed, but this is what I learned from that. So I hopefully don't have to repeat it. So that's been a huge lesson for me. Integrity is a thing. You want to follow that?
Not even a little bit. How do you follow that? I should have spoke before you.
30.
I still have to say something.
Okay, what did you learn this year?
You know what I learned this year? I learned that I don't have to be the strongest person in the room all the time.
Ooh.
I am allowed to ask for help. I am allowed to receive help, and I don't have to do it by myself all the time. That's what I learned. That is what I learned. Too long, I've allowed myself to believe that I don't need help, and that I can do it myself, and that I can handle it even when I really needed help. And I openly allow other people into my life to assist me, whether it's with, hey, can you check on this for me? Hey, can you help me with this? Hey, I'm kind of going into a moment here. Can you offer if you have the space? And I don't feel weird about it now.
That's beautiful.
That's awesome.
Not as good as yours, but you know.
This isn't a competition.
Thank you, Erin, for the ghost, for interrupting that moment. That was really hard to learn, though. That's a really hard thing to learn.
Mm-hmm. You know, it kind of goes full circle with Lauren, what you were talking about. Healers need healers.
We need healers too. Yeah, you got to fill up your cup first. I mean, put your own emergency mask on before helping others. So
I have so many feelings. Okay, this is great, everybody. And I'm reading your comments and I appreciate your support and all this kindness going on. This is such a great way to have this night.
See, I can't read your chat.
You're just gonna have to believe that they're good.
They're all good on my side. Everyone's
Thank
happy
you,
over
Lisa.
here.
Thank you, Sierra. Thank you, Yellow Rose.
See, your people like you.
I know, my people love me.
They're like, you learn things. Gifts.
I used my brain and I picked up information and I am applying it to my life like a person should.
I think it's the applying process that makes it awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Vesta. Yeah, you can have a realization and never apply the lesson.
Well, that's like having an apology without having added applicable accountability.
Thank you, Paige. I love you too.
I was like, all of our learns were similar but different, but similar. Like,
Oh, an alignment.
yes,
Thank
like
you,
alignment.
The stars are aligning.
Oh my goodness, thanks for all the kindness, everybody. The next question, what I released. So everybody, if you want to think about that, and of course you can put those in the comments if you want.
Awkward silence ensues.
Suffering. Silence.
Think instead of...
No, my brain's just like, it's quiet.
Do you want to go first? You want to talk about what you released? So that way it doesn't have to be quiet?
Felt the trauma with that one. With the what did you release? Everyone, even in chat, went silent. I'm like, oh.
Ooh, somebody released their ex. I see you.
Somebody released fear and self-doubt. That's beautiful, Megan.
20 years of resentment. Oh my goodness. Well done. My bad.
I released the weight of someone else's expectations.
That's a big one. That's a good one, actually.
Follow that up.
Yeah, now I want to follow that.
I released the weight of someone else's expectations.
I released the need to compromise my own boundaries to make others around me feel more comfortable.
Ooh.
Yeah, so like the need to dim my own light to make people around me like either accept me or more comfortable. That's a realization that smacked me in the face when I was in Sedona. So that was like my big one this year. I was like, wow, you do that on a subconscious level. Stop doing that.
Matt?
I know. I'm like, all of the things that are like big this year are very much still in progress. But I definitely have done a lot of releasing of those kinds of negative self-talk things. Like that's very much been a theme, and it's very much ongoing work. But appreciating me for me, and acknowledging if there are problems, but not using those problems against myself.
Yes. These are excellent.
Lisa.
I released... Oh, sorry. What did you say, Lauren?
Oh, sorry, I was talking to Lisa.
Okay.
So this is
Rotisserie Chicken said for you, Matt, slow progress is still progress.
Yeah, it's still progress.
Go, Presenius, released an X into the trash can. Take that out.
One of the things I wrote was I released misplaced ambitions for others. I learned that I can't have expectations for others. It doesn't, like, not in the sense of like I can't rely on other people. It's more of an energetic exchange. Like I putting in more and more and more without having any kind of return on that. I think too, sometimes I believe in people so much. I think it's like an Aquarian sun thing or something, where it's like I'm constantly trying to lift people up. And that's what I love doing, like truly I do. Though from there, it's everybody's personal journey. I can't
be there for everybody, being like, hey, did you do this? Hey, did you watch this video? Hey, did you, do your spiritual homework? Hey, did you do that? Like, I care greatly, though. If people really want to grow, that's going to be something that everybody has to do individually, just like I did individually. We can have support for one another and we can build each other up, and that's exactly what we should do. But no one should be in charge of dragging somebody else along when they're not willing to put in the work themselves.
That's fair. That's very fair. My mom, she's over here just like hanging out with us. She's like, I've been saying that a long time.
Thanks, Lauren's mom.
Can Boo Crew, can we get Pop-Tarts in the chat? Please.
Beautiful. Accountability is owned. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, thanks everybody. Thank you.
Don't worry, KI. Oh, there you go.
Oh wow. Pop-Tarts in the chat.
I have the weirdest emojis. They're all requested.
Cool. All right. Well, the last bit of this before we actually get to the polls, last bit of thoughtfulness, and thank you again for everybody I see at both of these chats, just all of your support, your kindness, your thoughtfulness. I love that we can share this time and space together, even though we're from literally all over the world right now. Okay, so the last one, and you don't have to have one, you can have as many as you want on this one because I think it's a beautiful thing. What I'm grateful for.
I guess I could start.
You don't have to. Do you want to?
I can.
Okay.
Thank you, Rotisserie Chicken. I'm sorry, you don't have access to that emoji. You must subscribe for access. The acceptance that I've received from the people that I've met, who I've kept in my group, just me as a person, and not whatever, something completely different that I just, going back to that, releasing the expectations of someone else, being able to just be, and everybody being like, you're great, and I'm like, cool, thanks, and not getting weird about it, and my little one, and my family, and all the people that love me, and all the effort they put into yelling at me to do.
Your Boo Crew.
My Boo Crew. If not for my Boo Crew and my patrons. And then there was this moth I saw the other day, man. I gotta tell you.
Grateful for Harold. Sorry.
I'll always be grateful for Harold.
Harold, our good spider, who is now in spirit and in a jar in the kitchen in alcohol. I've never preserved anything before, but then you were like, we should. And I was like, now we have, she's beautiful. She's so big. She lives. Anyway, may Harold rest in peace in the land of good things for spiders. So.
Guardian spirit spider.
I am grateful for the ability to, for the next year to be different than the year before.
Yeah.
And guys, it's been great. I'm just gonna scoot out of here really quick.
Well, we make Catherine feel. So
that is a no-no. No feelings.
Okay.
I'm so. Oh, should I go? I don't know.
Yeah, you should go. I'm gonna check on Kiddo.
I'm just generally so thankful for all the new beautiful friends that I've made this year. And it kind of comes full circle to what I was saying in the beginning. A lot of these beautiful friendships have come as a result of meeting you and being on the readers team and just finding these beautiful souls who are so open-minded in so many ways, but also have these beautiful big hearts. And I think I've forged some lifelong friendships, and I'm really happy about that. So thank you, and I'm thankful for all of you too.
Yay! I'm thankful for you.
I know you can't see me, but I'm thankful for you, Lauren.
Matt, I love you.
It's so hard for me to not just for everything. My life has changed so dramatically in the last 12 months that I'm just like, there we go. Maybe we'll call it that. We'll say I'm grateful for my own capacity for handling change. Because there have been so many changes, and I'm grateful for each individual one of them. And for myself for allowing them to happen, because I know it can be hard to embrace change, but it was time. And so I'm grateful for the changes, and I'm grateful to myself for allowing them.
That's
That's
excellent.
beautiful, Matt. I love that.
Yay. Checking comments real quick.
I'm also just so thankful for all the collaborations, even to just like being able to brainstorm and having those creative ideas with people. That's been something that's been so much fun and honestly very healing for me as well, because it's like teamwork and trust and vulnerability.
Oh, thanks, Ash.
Yeah, I think about unfortunately, I feel like a lot of people in the woo-woo community for a long time have been kind of pitted against each other. It's kind of like, whether that's for the element of consumerism or I believe versus what other believe or something like that. Though I think what's beautiful about what I've seen, and through TikTok at that, how so many people are able to come together after first figuring out what they believe in and then finding that their beliefs truly align with other people, and how that just makes beautiful connections, and how we all can bring something just wonderful to the table. And I guess I'll get into this. I'm grateful for the readers team. I'm grateful for all of you to have helped me personally, and given me the perspective that I needed to learn and grow. I am grateful to the mods, my moderators. I'm gonna have feels. Okay. I was.
Don't you dare.
No, I just.
Break. Thank you, Ash. Grateful for me and making you laugh. That is my talent.
Not to my mods. A lot of what, at least I don't think most people know, is that I dealt with a lot of change this year, and part of it came to bullying from people that I did know, that I met through the internet, and it really made me question if any of this was really worth it, if what I was saying mattered, and if anybody was really listening. And I don't need people to believe in everything that I'm saying. It's just sort of, I felt attacked for just saying what I've always said and doing what I've always done. And to the mods who gave me time and space, individually and as a collective, to talk to me and support me and give me perspective, I'm very grateful to all of you. And you're also a mod. Feelings. Okay. Okay. Thanks for the gift. That makes me feel better. Okay. Yeah. You have seen more of me this year than I think anybody has. And I think a lot of people get this idea of who I am and these sorts of things. But for the people who actually know me, I think about at the beginning of the year when I was changing my entire life around. I was getting away from a covert narcissist, and I haven't shared that on here because it's not public. It doesn't need to be public. It was a personal journey. And no matter what time, I could call you and you helped and you calmed me down, and our friendship, our relationship has grown so much over time. And really, for all of you who are watching, besides my going to therapy and my friend group that's not like so public and that sort of thing, my family, as far as a huge reason of why I've been able to keep going and keep processing and keep posting and keep believing in myself and what I've been saying matters to people. A lot of it has to do with you, your patience, your time, your care, and you're seeing me. So yeah, I warned you that I was probably going to talk about you. So this is not a surprise.
Do you need a book to hide in? Okay.
Hold on. Thank you. That means a lot to hear. And I didn't try to negate it. I accepted it. I'm very proud of myself right now. I just almost passed out.
Okay.
Do you want a hug?
Okay. I'm kind of sweaty. I'm sorry.
It'll be all right.
Matt, Lauren, I'm hugging you from my phone.
Sending you all my love.
Can I add something to something that I'm grateful for?
Okay.
This is something that I reflected on a little bit with internet things. I always was very particular about how I like to be on the internet, what I covered, what I talked about, what I did, because I was always back of my mind of like, I don't want to get into a fight with somebody about XYZ things. And my content has really shifted a lot in my perspective and what I talk about and what I accept, what you guys used to call me out for all the time back in the day. And I was like, don't ever say those words to me again. And I've been so appreciative of the people that have come in open-minded and asking questions and wanting to conversate and learn, and not seeing the like, oh, you know, like you used to do this, but now you talk about like mediumship stuff. Like you guys have been so phenomenal in the process of shifting gears and learning and teaching new things and building a community with new people. And I've been really grateful to have like my set schedules to hang out with you guys, to just, you know, be unhinged about sharks. So I really, really appreciate everyone. If you, whether or not you're on the Boo Crew, it means a lot to me that you guys come and hang out with me twice a week. So thanks. I really appreciate it.
Yay.
You've helped me a lot too, you know. I've told you this.
Are we gonna have more feelings?
No, I don't want to cry.
Okay.
I've got $40 with the makeup on. I don't want to cry right now. You helped me a lot, though. You were guidance in my life. You've literally changed my entire trajectory of how I looked at things in regards to so many different things in my life. So I really appreciate all of the effort and all of the time and energy that you've put in to just be there, you know?
Yay. Oh, great. Joey says, I learned crying is healthy. Thanks, Joey.
Everybody cry if you need to.
I don't even think that was ironic. I think you were literally just saying
that.
The Reiki
that's
healer in me is like, feel your feelings, but I know you hate that, so.
I literally see that in consultation all the time. I'm like, if you gotta cry, just do it. Don't even worry about me.
I always tell people to let it out. I'm like, don't let it crystallize in the body. I'm like, just let it out.
For sure. Tears in the chat right now.
Crying
Oh,
is,
Abby.
Jenna said crying is beautiful chaos.
Someone says crying makes your eyelashes longer.
That's why my eyelashes are so long. Good to know.
Yeah, I was like, wow, my eyelashes are in good health. That's cool.
I water them daily.
The price of being an empath.
It's a joke. I'm not doing that. Guys, I'm on camera.
Oh my goodness.
I just want to roll away.
Hey, we did the touchy-feely, I mean, I guess we didn't, well, it's touchy in the feeling way.
You almost got me there. You almost got me.
I was gonna say touchy-feely.
I have only ever cried on a live. I can count. You didn't do it this time, but you almost
I didn't
did.
want to do it.
Oh, you almost got me right there. Gotta be quicker next time.
Okay.
How is my eye today? It's there. It's fine. I'll see you guys tomorrow and we'll hope it's better.
I want to say thanks to Rare real quick, just so you know there are truly people out there who do care about you and value you and what you say. Thank you. And thank you, mods. I'm seeing you in the chat too. You know what you did. Oh goodness, oh, there's a love fest in my chat. Thanks. Money Badger, you helped me set my life straight. You're the reason I found faith. You were me. Okay, now I'm gonna cry
because of what y'all were saying in my chat. Okay, I'm not even saying that ironically, y'all.
Oh, Valkyrie Maid, that's awesome. You did a read for them. Now they are pregnant. They feel their guides around them even more. Everybody, hearts in the chat for Rebekah.
Oh god.
Because now I'm just going to keep it going.
I'm getting a ton on my end too.
Finger hearts for Rebekah. Love for Rebekah. Love for Matt. Love for Lala. Love for everybody. And I'm just gonna sit over here. I'm just gonna
I
like
dodge the hearts. It's not gonna
adjust
work.
myself. There we go. I'm back to my natural.
Great, excellent. Because I wore that in one of my
Thank
ghost
you,
sticks this year.
Erin. Thank you, Vesta. Thank you, everybody, for your gifts, your generosity. I'm so grateful for all of you. You guys are great.
And Chelsea and Rebekah, I'm seeing what you're saying too. Thank you, thank you.
I feel all of the feelings. You're not gonna get me today, but you're right.
Caitlin, all in caps, you can never hide from the love.
I can in my cave.
Oh, Abby gave you black hearts just for you. On mine, you can't see it, but oh my goodness. Who just binge watched all 300 of my skits last night. Thank you.
Yellow Rose.
Thank you for binging my skits.
Guys, you're being so kind. Usually
we can be kind.
When I'm in my chat and like it's a live that I'm doing on my own, everybody's being really nice. I'm like, stop it.
Welcome to my chat where I'm just like, let's be appreciative.
Yay, Lisa's my best friend.
Okay, cool. Also, I'm seeing some of my Patreons in the chat too. You know, you matter so much to me. I gave you a message this morning. So thank you, and thanks for joining on this on top of watching all the other content that I sent all of you. Oh, thank you for binge watching my skits. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad. Okay, yeah, okay, I wanna...
Rocks.
Okay, before I close out the feelies, I want to get to the predictions for the year and the quarter, but before I do that, any closing things from anybody?
Nothing that won't just make everybody more emotional.
You know what, Matt? We're at that level.
Am I going for it?
Y'all are great.
You don't have to, Matt. It's okay.
No. Okay. I truly love you all, and this like community in abroad, like every piece of this community, like your Facebook group and everything, and just meeting everybody and you guys just brings me so much joy. And I know that's kind of what I spoke about earlier, was just like I made an effort to be with more people. And I'm so glad that I did, because all of you happened. So thank you.
I am very emotional about the energy we created in the studio today.
Happy Solstice.
Yeah.
I was like, touchy-feely me, comedic relief. Keep it balanced.
Yeah. P.S. for anybody wondering, Matt's referencing the Patreon online community, which you all have become a part of, and it's been great. It's been that's exactly what I want when I see people talking in there, because that's exactly what I want. I want people to find each other. I love it. You're ready. You're like, enough.
We are
Enough.
done. We are moving on.
Enough.
It has been decided by me specifically that I am going to very aggressively shuffle my cards.
All right. Well, are we feeling that? Lauren, are you feeling that? Unless you want to say something feely too. I don't know, but you don't have to. Thank you for this, heart.
I'm good. I think I'm ready to move into the readings, but I do love and appreciate you all so much.
Lauren, you're so cool. Like, when we became friends, I was just like beyond. I was like, oh my God.
That's what I said to Matt, because Matt and I were on FaceTime one time. He's like, Catherine's like my best friend. I'm like, I want to be her friend so bad.
Perfect.
I looked at you from afar like this magical creature thinks I'm cool. I don't know how to handle this situation.
I always want to be described as that. That's awesome.
You truly are magical.
Thank
I'm
you.
pretty sure that's how I described you in that video I did about the Reader's Game. I said you were magical.
Oh, thank you.
It's facts. I only speak facts.
Well, I have to go crawl into my tent to get my rocks, and I will be pulling for the year, perspective on the year, and I'm gonna. So as I crawl out of frame, if we all want to make our pulls, and I guess once they are pulled or as you are pulling or whatever, I'd love to know what decks you are using and why you feel that those decks are applicable for this particular look-see into the future-y.
Is that what we're gonna talk about while you're grabbing your rocks?
Yeah, as I move over here.
I'm between two decks right now because I was like, I don't know, we'll bring both.
I have the Labyrinth deck.
Enjoy my life, but
Goddess
I have the themed Labyrinth the movie tarot deck
That's
that I
cool.
was guided to purchase at a witch shop, and I picked it up and I was like, yeah. And the messaging is very it's very well written, and the representations are really great, and I love using this deck for a multitude of different reasons.
I'm back. That was great. Who wants to talk about their deck next?
I feel like I've got a nice, well, I was gonna say short and sweet, maybe it's I use my same deck that I've been using since the very beginning. This is still my first deck that I ever got, and it's the deck that I use for every single client and every friend, and like I have others and I love them, and I'm not immune to the desire of collecting more decks, but like this is my deck. I don't even remember the name of this deck. I got it in one of those like how-to tarot box set books. And I have like slept with this deck under my pillow and dreamt with this deck and just lived with it and carried it around St. Augustine and New Orleans in my backpack. And like, just this is my deck, and I use it to speak to anyone and everyone. And it is my workhorse and my friend, and I love it so much.
I love that. And Lauren.
I will be using my Goddess Guidance deck.
Gilded Tarot. Thank you, Kayla. Every time you will have to tell me. Thank you so much.
So I'm going to use my Goddess Guidance deck. This was one of 3 of the first decks I've ever purchased. It never let me down, and literally as I was opening it to get ready for the live, my guide flew out, and I was like, okay, yes, wonderful.
Awesome. Fun things. I recently got my first Oracle deck, though it's more for fun that I'm using it. I did actually do this beautiful thing with the Patreon community where I went live with them and they allowed me to practice with them. I never read cards with somebody before, but since that was more of a fun thing for me and I gravitate towards pulling rocks. P.S. Thank you again to those to the community members who were so kind with me and were just open to helping me learn. I super appreciate you. But anywho, since I gravitate towards rocks and other random found objects, it's a kind of lithomancy. I will be using rocks.
I'm set.
Okay, you're set. Do you want to?
Yeah, I wanted to check my stuff. So.
Can we do? Let's do. I was thinking year first, but are you feeling a particular way to do your work order?
When you mentioned like basically you said three different things, so I pulled for 3 different things, which was already what I was going to do in the first place.
Oh, sweet. Then do that. Okay.
So what was the first thing that you said?
Well, I was talking about either pulling for quarter or pulling for the year. So
this is applicable either way.
Okay.
So I checked.
Okay, cool.
So
then just go into it.
Okay, so because I have the Labyrinth deck, it does not have swords, cups, pentacles, and things like that. Instead, it has things like junk. So we have the Seven of Junk, which it talks about keeping your long-term goals in mind and setting yourself up for future success. I thought I would keep it really short and sweet with these because it can get pretty involved when I'm actually going like ham about it. So keeping your long-term goals in mind to set yourself up for future success. If you want to hit marks as you go through the year, make those goals for yourself. And caring for yourself. If you are somebody that cares a lot for others and puts a lot of your energy out, take some of the energy back and care about yourself. That more often within the next quarter to the next year. Just put yourself in your own mind and care about yourself, says the person who had to learn to do that this past year. Thank you, cards. And don't limit your potential by blocking your own success. Embrace your aspirations and get others involved to bring them to life. Mine's very, like, this whole is feeling about, like, ventures. Like, if you're trying to accomplish something this year, this is the year to do it. That's what I'm feeling.
Ooh. Energetically, that resonates. That's something that I've talked to Emily about as well on lives.
And these are all what those cards look like if you guys were interested in seeing the artwork. Oh, wait, I'll just do... There you go.
They're actually really cool.
They're so good. I'm gonna show you at some point. All right, I'm good. That was a short and sweet.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I am Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
So the first one we got the Peace card, and this is a good one in terms of like understanding that there's no need to worry. Everything is in divine timing, so everything is working out beautifully. I would just say, kind of tying into what Catherine said as well, you want to keep focused on those goals, and that is different for everybody. For example, I like to write them down and kind of set like SMART goals so I can set up steps to achieve them. The next one I got leading into it beautifully was the Green Tara. So start delegating. If you're going to start working with people, you're going to start a new venture, start delegating. Yeah, ask others, and including too, if you work with the Green Tara, ask the Green Tara to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself, because maybe somebody else can do it better. So know that that is okay. That was very pointed at me.
It's like collective readings, and I am part of the collective.
Right. And then also too, the last one that I got is boundaries. So boundaries are going to be incredibly important. And I feel, especially too, over this last month, we've been leading into a great transformation for a lot of people, which is partially why I chose the Goddess Guidance deck. But just know it is okay. It is absolutely okay to love yourself enough to say no to others and demands on your time and on your energy, and however that resonates. Set healthy boundaries this year. I think that's going to be a good one for everyone. Even with yourself if you have to. Like for me, I had to set boundaries with work. I'm like, we're going to go spend time with family now.
Yeah. That's excellent advice. Yes. And I love how I love how this is already turning into like, you set foundation, you offered more, the word that came to mind was like flourish, but like, I don't know. I feel like we're building something here. So Matt, I'm feeling going to you next, and then I'll ring us in. We're building a collective read. I love this so much.
All right, so I got two cards. I always just let whatever falls out fall out. So I got two cards that came out, and it is the Chariot and the High Priestess. And they're both such just like beautiful, regal feeling cards. And the Chariot is even like the first card I think I even pulled for you, Rebecca, which it had so much to do with like restructuring to move forward, right? And like there's this, especially combined with the High Priestess being such like a strongly intuitive feeling. I know that there's been a lot of discussion about the veil thinning or veil being gone and a lot of things like that. And we all are, like, as a collective, we are all raising the vibration constantly. So it's just like, it's whatever we need to do to like oil those bearings and like to get the chariot moving forward, whatever it is that we have to put in for like our own self-value to be like, even the figure on this specific chariot card for my deck is sitting in such a relaxed, regal like pose, and it's just like, it's almost like we need to pull in, it's worth it for all of us to pull in some of that energy sometimes and realize those moments when we are like that special and that in tune, and that like once it is, it is like once foundations are set, like trusting ourselves, trusting the forward momentum, trusting that intuition from the high priestess and whoever that may be in your own life, whoever, whether it's like your actual spirit guides or, well, it will be, but your spirit guides, your gods, whatever you got, like it's trusting them and listening to them, but it's also advocating for yourself in that act.
Beautiful.
I feel like that ties in very nicely too to what I said and also what Catherine said as well.
I feel like a real card reader now. It's so cool. Like,
And I'm like, I have rocks. No, oh my goodness, this is so exciting. I'm just like, I would love to do this in the future. It doesn't even have to be for like a special occasion, but like Matt in the microwave, we're just gonna have to figure out how to get
I
you.
have to go live 5 more times before I can do this properly.
I believe in you. I believe in you that you can do that.
I can do that.
Reading lives, it'll be okay.
Yeah, we all just can go live with each other at different times.
wait, how long do you have to be live for each?
There was something about 120 minutes. It's fine. It doesn't, technical details. Well,
Okay.
I'll take care of it.
Just go live while you're creating a schedule and just like call it a day.
Trust.
Wait, I can do that.
Exactly. People go live for like wild things. Okay. So the first thing that I pulled, okay, I have 2 jars of rocks in my deck. And this is the organized jar of rocks. In fact, Lauren, I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was from me.
Okay, this joined my set, so you know now.
I'm honored.
Okay, so I have another jar of rocks, and it's a lot of different kinds of quartz. It's all just kind of thrown in there. There's no particular order or anything like that. So now that I have 2 jars of rocks, this saying order to me, it really speaks to me, the darkness of the rocks below the foundation. I think this is a call to check in with what core values mean and what foundation looks like for you. In order to build, because I also I'm being drawn to like how it goes lighter in shade on the way up. That's also speaks to me on groundedness and connection to, we can say spirit, but I'm also going to say connection to ambition. So ambition is essentially looking into the future and seeing something that you can do, that you can provide in order to assist with growth. And this is the piece that I pulled with the idea for the year. So it also is lining up with what everybody has said so far, where I think the term is ambition. Like what are you here for? What are you doing? How do you connect with one another? How do you connect with your society, with the earth, with spirit? Means for you. I think the main thing is, before you reach out to connect, ask yourself the questions of what do you believe in and why? Why do you care? This is a beautiful time to have those reflections. I mean, this night being the longest night of the year is a time for reflection. So if you're wondering, what are my values? What do I believe in? Ask yourself, do some channel writing on that. Just set a timer for 5 to 10 minutes. It doesn't always have to be an hour long or something like that, but just go and go and go. What do I believe in? What matters to me? Why? Because if we're going to be building something, foundationary elements are going to be everything. And I know this is certainly a message to me, as I'm looking to move forward as well, just as everybody is. So that was the first one. The second one, and this is more with quarter things in mind. This is a bloodstone. Ooh, this speaks to me of health. Okay, so it's sad time. It's the cold time of the year. So this is the time to keep your body in check, keep things flowing. The biggest thing that I have learned to do with my body to free my spirit is to move. And that's not easy to do. Certainly when we're sad, we want to, curl up in a ball. And while there can be time for that, sometimes the best way to actively release an overwhelming emotion is to simply move. So whether that means dancing, walking, getting out in the sunlight, do what you need to do to simply let your emotions connect with the rest of your body so they don't build up gunk over time and cause issues. I know for the Reiki folks here, you understand exactly what I mean. I work with healing as well. You do as well. When we don't allow things to simply move through our bodies, they build up. So yeah, move. That's going to be the biggest advice I give to people. Physically move to the best of your ability for this upcoming quarter. Your body will thank you, I hope.
Can I also say a little something about bloodstone that's interesting?
I was like, Matt, where'd you go?
I'm like bloodstone. It is a really good detoxification stone. So for like cleansing the body physically, specifically blood, but also this can be energetic. So, and again, it's solstice. If you guys have the time and feel called to do so, I would definitely recommend doing a little detox for yourself tonight, or even just cleaning out that email folder. Just move that energy.
That is great advice. Thank you. All right. Well, we've been here a while. I certainly appreciate everybody's time. I appreciate everybody for staying on. Usually the Solstice lives do go a little bit longer than my typical lives just because so many wonderful things come up. It has been an absolute joy to be able to share these achievements and learned things and gratefulness and released things and ambitions and affirmations for this upcoming year with all of you. Basically, I'll just keep this short. If you are watching this, I follow all of these people. Officially Catherine, Spirits in Training, who is Matt, Lala Lotus Co. It's Lala Lotus Co, correct?
Yep.
Okay. I follow all of you. If you follow me, you will find them in my following. Watching this on YouTube later, I will be tagging everybody. And of course, if you want to know them more, if you want to check out what they do for readings and other spiritual practitioner work, all of that you can find on my readers team page on my website. Just a reminder for everybody here, we are not the kind of people who will DM you for readings at all, ever. So if you want to work with us, go to our respective websites. I have those linked in my bio. But yeah, really, everybody, again, I want to thank you so much for sharing this time and space with us tonight. I wish everybody a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. I hope you reflect and celebrate yourself tonight, set good seeds for the future. And I'll ask any last things any of you want to say before we log off.
I'm just truly thankful for all the time that we've had together and to make all these beautiful new connections. I've been feeling really strongly this transformation energy coming in, not just for me, but for so many who've also crossed my path, and I'm excited to see what happens.
Awesome. Thank you.
I had a thought, which is gone. I would like to say I want to thank all of my people for being here and for being supportive and taking care of things and just being on this night. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for our mega awesome time that we have every Friday.
Matt, you don't have to say anything.
If I start talking again, I'm just gonna get sappy again. I'm just
Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
so grateful to all of you and for opportunities and for just everything. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude right now.
Oh no, we're having a gift drop in my
I always do that with you.
I know it's right. I'm like, hi guys, it's really great to see you. I'll see you later. They're just like, don't you go yet. Here are a bunch of stuff that we want to give you. I appreciate you guys.
If you guys wanted to stay on for like 10 more minutes, I can pull a card. for one or all of you if you want for the new year.
I'd be interested in that. If anybody, yeah, thank you for offering.
Yeah, I was like, I know we kind of mentioned it. And I was like, I don't know if you guys feel like it, but no pressure, you know?
How about this? We have a group chat just because it's been a while. How about this between our the chat that we made to organize this live? If you want to do that, I will return the favor and around, and I would love that. But
See, I did a nice, very well-rounded pool. I didn't pull the chaos cards. I didn't pull the wild cards for the year. So I'll do that for you guys.
excellent.
Things to think about that maybe you wouldn't have thought about, but you're gonna now.
But Lauren, thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the rest of you just get to wonder what in the world is happening.
What's secrets? No secrets. Just
Oh goodness.
Mysteries of the universe amongst friends.
But yeah, cool. Well, I'll go ahead and log off so I can send that to all of you. But yeah, cool. Okay, now I feel things, and this has just been such a wonderful evening. So thank you for bringing that up, Lauren. We will talk shortly.
I'll probably stay. I see I've only got like a couple people in chat right now, but I'm like, maybe I'll pull a couple cards for them and then pull some for you guys later.
Yeah, absolutely. You and anybody watching on mine, go check out Lauren's page. Lauren's staying on. You're in it to win it. So I'm for this.
You.
for everybody in my chat, 8 o'clock tomorrow, I want to hear your tales of the holidays when ghost stories were a thing to share during the holidays. That's what we're doing tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Be there.
And you might even hear Greg the Ghost.
No, Greg the Ghost. See you guys later.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Matt.
Bye.